Hello again, it's Amanda here from Creative Pouring, based out of Rugby in the UK. I've just done a lovely experimental pour on an A4 craft card board, which I'll show you now. Hang on 1 second. It's still drying, so it's still wet. But I really love the colours. I love the fact I've used a different pouring medium, and I'll tell you that in a minute, but I thought I'd just show you that. Love that bit there, that Payne's grey. Anyway, loved it all, so I thought I'm going to do a bigger one on a canvas. Just put that back straight away, as I loved it so much. So this is a 28 by 35 centimetre canvas, and I'm doing about sort of 310 grams of total paints here. You can see all those. My pouring medium was 50% Liquitex mixed with 50% Elmer's glue, and then another sort of 10% of that in water just to thin it down a bit. My paints today are, this is my first time using the lovely Payne's grey, which I've got an Amsterdam Payne's grey, which is that one. And then I had another Amsterdam. This is a Permanent Red Violet Light. Now in my first pour it was a little bit baby pink for me, so I've just put a little dollop, baby bit of dollop of normal violet in there, just to sort of dull it down a little bit. It was a little bit baby pink. Then a sort of normal white titanium white. This is a Jackson Art Studio Acrylic Colour in gold. And this showed up in that last pour, so I was really pleased about that. So that's that on there. And then this is a Pebeo Alizarin Crimson, if that's pronounced correctly, I don't know, but that's a beautiful colour. Now the consistency I've tried for, so I did 1:1. Well, actually it was a little bit more like, let's say 90%, no, that's wrong. Basically a little bit more pouring medium than paint, so it wasn't quite 1:1, it was a little bit maybe 1.5 pouring medium to paint. And then water for consistency. I don't know if you can see it on that one, let me try on that one. Put that one back there. It's a good thickness, it's a nice, flows lovely off the stick, takes a few seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds just to lose its trace. I don't know if you can see that okay. Anyway, it looks good to me. So I'm going to put 2 drops of silicone in each colour apart from the white. Oh, actually 3. 1, 2, because this is a lot more paint than the last one. Even in the metallic, because that's what I did last time and it worked. Well, it worked how I thought it should work. So that's 3 drops in each. And then I'm just going to give it a quick stir, and then we will go. So the last, on that card, I just did a sort of flip and drag as such. So this size canvas, I'm going to do 3 cups and do another flip and drag. Okay, right, I've got mucky fingers, but I'm going to put my gloves on. Show willing. Quite excited about this one. I'm going to go for 3 layers if I can. So if you get bored about now, you can please fast forward, I won't be offended. Right, can you see that okay? Right. So I'm going to start with this lovely Payne's grey. It's really got a lovely sort of blue hint to it. It's gorgeous. I'm really liking this. As I say, it's the first time I've used it, but I'm really liking it. Right. That's that violet. I have to be careful because otherwise I'm not going to get my 3 layers, am I? And this is a Jackson Arts white, which is, I have to do at least 3 to 1 on the pouring medium to that one, because it the Jackson Art paints are really thick, and I bet this was about 3 to 1 as well, the gold. Now the last painting, that one I've just showed you, I really liked this red against the black, the Payne's grey, and also against the gold, which is why I've done it in this order. Oh gosh, done it in this order. I don't know if I'm going to get 3 layers. We'll see. I might do. It'll be a scraping on the last layer, let's put it that way. Oh, let's try and go this way. There'll be plenty of paint in there, that much. Which is my new motto. Plenty of paint. Shimmy on this one because I don't think I would have enough otherwise. Right, then just going to scrape these out on the top. So I just made these paints straight after I did that last pour, and then I thought I'll let them sit, so I just took the dog for a walk around the block and I had a quick pint of lager at the pub because it's nice. Well, it's nice. I wouldn't say it's a sunny day, but it's warm. And apparently it's supposed to be 30 degrees tomorrow, so that'll be interesting. I might definitely be going to the pub for a pint for that one. But what am I doing then? This pink. Just emptying these all out now. So hopefully this pink won't be. It was too bubblegum pink for me back in that last pom. It was nice because it was interacting with the other colours, but I think I prefer it with a little drop of violet in just to tone it down a little bit, put a bit more blue in there. Okay, that's that one. Finish with white. There's going to be plenty of paint. Nicely. I've been reading about how people should dispose of their paints. When I first started, I was just washing these in the sink and then with warm water and soap. And then just tipping it down the sink, the actual dirty water, because I'm trying to keep all these pots so I don't have to buy loads of them and don't buy too much plastic, etc. And then I've been reading about really you shouldn't pour it down your sink because you should it's going to clog your pipe. A, it's going to clog your pipes, and B, it's not good for the environment. It goes because it's still, even though it will go through the sanitation system. Oh, it will still leave plastic residue in the water. So now I'm started to, in the sink, put it in like the washing up bowl and then tipping it out. I've got like a gravel area in my garden, so I'm tipping it out onto there. I used to use some J cloths to wipe my hands and wipe down, and then I would wash that out. So I've stopped doing that now, and I'm using paper towels. So once I've wiped my hands, they just go in the bin. So at least it's not going in the water system. Anyway, that's my little nod to the environment. So hopefully I'm doing it right. I would be interested to see what other people do with their washing their out. If they're trying not to buy too many plastics, I try and recycle these as much as I can. Anyway, right, I'm going to flip these at the top. 1, 2, 3. Now I have sprayed these with a little bit of DW40, so the paint should drop down quite nicely. Okay, I love, look at that gold and that red together, it is just gorgeous. Okay, right, as you can see, I don't know if you can see now, it's just dropped down, straight down. So I have to stand up for this, can't do this sitting down. Right, I'm going to pull it and twist it and drag it. Oh, look at that. I know I've got too much paint now. I say too much, it's not too much, it's just enough. Right, I'll leave that in case I need to do anything. Push it there a little bit more. Let's put a little white on the top, which is lovely. All this Payne's grey at the back. Gorgeous. Well, considering the white wasn't on the bottom, I always thought the white would... The reason the white comes to the top is because it's on the bottom of the cup as such, but obviously not. Let's stick that on the corner there. Stick that on the corner there. There's not as much gold in here as I would like, but maybe once I've stretched that out, we'll see a little bit more. You never know, you look in the big city. Okay, let's see if we can just get them to marry up a little bit first, and then I will torch. But let's just see if we can get them together. I'd love the red and the black to come out. I wonder if I need to give a little lip before I do this. I'm just going to pour that there. A bit of lip there, just in that one, because that's got a lip there, so I've just done one there just to see if I can get any of that red out. Whether I've done the right thing, I don't know. Let's have a look. Okay, I'm just going to wiggle it down to that corner there. And then down a little bit there. I'll just turn it round, see if we can get those to join up. Well, let's just see, because I'm sure if, when I torch it, hopefully through that white, other things will come through. Okay, I'm going to tip that back, and then I'm going to torch, and then we'll see what exciting things will happen. Okay, definitely got some interesting colour schemes. Look at these cells popping up now by themselves. Okay, right, here we go. I'll do just up high first, just to see if I get any bubbles to pop. Okay, and then I might go down a little bit more, just to see. If anything else comes up. Oh, look at that through that red there. Let's see if we can get some more down there then. Through that bit there. Okay. Right, I'm just going to let it sit for a bit. It's a shame I haven't got as much gold as the last one. And as much as the Payne's Grain red. I think they've blended a little bit more. I don't know why. But that's the whole fun of acrylic pouring. I'm loving this bit here. I love that bit there, and I do like that squiggly bit there, which was at the bottom of the cup. Okay, right, let's see if I can get rid of this corner first. I'd quite like to keep that black, so I need to be really careful on how I do this, because it's going to be difficult to keep that black and when I'm tipping this corner off, because I do have to get this bit off here as well. So maybe I'll just give that a helping hand already. And that there, helping hand. See all the reds underneath? I knew it would be. Okay, I'll just go down there. Oh, look at these! Oh. Okay, let's just quickly try and tip that corner off there. Without losing too much of that black. Go back. Okay, let's go back. Try and keep the lines a little bit. And try and keep these beautiful cells. They're gorgeous. Okay, now as I'm down here, I'm going to try and tip this corner off here now, without losing some of these. So again, I need to be very gentle. I've got to tip something off because there's a lot of paint on here. So I'm just going to wiggle it down to that corner. It's going off already. Going off already. That's it. I don't want to lose any more of those. Tip it back, tip it back. Tip it back to the middle. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's lovely. I've got the biggest caterpillar in the whole wide world there, but what can you do? Okay, let me just turn it round. Gently does it. Okay, see, I'm going to try and keep all this here. I do like that negative space there, but I need to get rid of this corner here, and I need to get rid of that there and tip it off. So I'm going to wiggle it down just to this corner here first, and then just got to go. I don't want to lose those. Oh, quick, put it back. Oh, man alive, look at that. I've got everything's blobby now. Oh, what a weight. Oh, well, never mind. Can't do anything about it. Don't worry about it. Just carry on. Okay, and then I've just got to get to this corner down here. Look at that on the... Look how pretty that is. Okay, never mind. Okay. Got to go off this corner here. There you go. Let's see if I can... That red thing's got to go there now. Now it's gone, it might as well go. Just tip it off. There you go. And that one can go out. There you go. Try and get those back over there. blobby. Oh, just made it in. I wonder if I just tip that off a bit more. Come on, now it's already done, you might as well get it off because you're not going to like it, are you? See if you can just go without getting rid of that one. There you go, pull it back. That's better. I've got a bit of a gap here on the corner, but there's plenty of paint on the canvas I can use. Right, now do I dare torch? Do I leave it as it is? Look at this long Mr. Oh no, I've got to get rid of that. Oh, sugar. Body part. Look at it. How very dare he? Something's got to be done. Sorry, had to be done. I couldn't have him. I couldn't have him there. He was doing. Okay, let's just get them in together and see if that makes any difference. There you go. You can't see it now, can you? You think that's natural? Well, it's definitely interesting. You know what? I don't think I'm even gonna. Oh, you know what it is. You're going to just slightly from the top, just doing the a baby torch, just to make sure you're not missing anything out. I'm not going to go in. I'm not going to go and torch this bit here because it's looking pretty. These cells are beautiful and round, and these bigger ones, I really, really like it. I've got a bit of gold coming through there. I've got my red. I've got my Payne's grey there from the bottom of the cup. Oh, yes. Ah, and I'm glad I did that to the Mr. Caterpillar body part. That had to go. And I'm glad I got rid of the Mr. Blobby off the edge. I'm really chuffed with that. I'm really liking the fact that the cells are looking good. I'm not going to torch it anymore. I love that background bit there. I'm really, really happy with that one. I think that's one of my best, if not the best. Loving that one. Maybe it'll grow a little bit more. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be doing anything, but you never know. I hope it dries okay. Alright then, I've just got to touch my corners up, which I can do off camera. You don't need to see me do that. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll just bring it quickly up to see. Oh no, it's gone close back. Close. Are you still with me? Low battery. Anyway, I'll quickly bring it up so you can see. It's still going. I love that bit there. I love it all actually. I think it's absolutely, love all those cells there. I'm so pleased with it. I can't tell you. It's luscious. Okay, I'm going to do its little corners. I hope you have a good evening. That's me for the moment. So, it's Amanda from the UK. Over and out. I hope you have a good evening. Bye.